A national championship this year would mean everything to the team and be a huge validation to my parents for staying in school for 5 years.
A national championship, that would just be the crowning achievement.
Winning a national championship would mean bringing something home to Pittsburgh that's never been there before.
A national championship this year means everything.
And it's not just for me.
And we would want to just add to that legacy.
We want it really bad.
For the past 6 years, the Alt Games has showcased the best college action sports athletes, and the tradition continues as we bring you the 2012 Alt Games presented by Jack in the Box, now in its 7th season on CBS Sports Network. In the shadows of the flat irons of the Rocky Mountains of Colorado sits the town of Boulder, the host of the 2012 USA Ultimate College National Championships. It's a nice sunny day. Wind, though, could be a factor. When this season began, 500 teams were out for a championship. Today, we find ourselves at 2. Hi, everybody. Brett Stover and Kyle Weisbrot, former national champion at Brown, getting set for the championship game between the University of Pittsburgh and Sabanur and the University of Wisconsin Hodags. The Hodags, runners-up at last year's national championships, and in 4 of the last 10 championships, the runner-up has come back to take the title the following year.
Wisconsin is an ultimate powerhouse with 3 national titles and now 7 finals appearances since 2001, and is ready to bring back another title home. Look for Dave Wiseman, a defensive magician, to shut down Pitt's drives, and Colin Camp to be active in the end zone for Wisconsin.
Well, Wisconsin can be intimidating, and with this being the first ever finals appearance for Pitt, the pressure is on them.
Pitt has been one of the favorites all year long. They came into this tournament seeded second, and they have a very powerful, very fast-moving offense and a lot of possession. Watch out for receiver Tyler DiGirolamo as well as handler Alex Thorne. Alex Thorne has great touch on the disc, one of the best throwers in the game right now. These 2 guys are going to find holes and connect a lot in the end zone. Wisconsin cannot shut down Thorne. Pitt has a great shot at their first national title.
2 teams playing for the title that have scouted each other awfully well as we bring you today's Marines game plan.
Pitt is very squirrely, and they love to get big shots deep off of movement from their handlers. We're really going to have to pressure every single one of those throws on their resets.
We've been planning for a long time. We have matchups that can, negate or take out of the game a lot of their main guys. So we're really excited for that opportunity.
So a big thing I said to the team all year is we have to have the humility to prepare and the confidence to perform. And I think we have the right to have a lot of confidence coming into this game because we prepared every way you possibly could.
Offensively, if we play what we call our game, the beautiful game, don't do things that we don't need to do, don't put up throws that we don't need to be doing. If we do that, our offense won't get broken. We have the best O-line in the country by far.
A lot of confidence, but they certainly will be tested here today. The team's getting set, shaking hands before this final match. And we got here with a Wisconsin win over Oregon. While Pittsburgh had to come from behind, they actually trailed Carleton 8-3 at halftime.
This was a big win for Pittsburgh, down 8-3, as you mentioned. The question was, is Pitt's mental game enough to overcome the strong first half from Carleton? And they were able to do it. Wisconsin, on the other side of the bracket, had a tough game in the quarterfinals against Tufts, but were able to pull that one out and then beat number 1 seed Oregon in the semifinals to qualify here for the final.
Time for the USA Ultimate headlines. Wisconsin men going for their 4th national title. The Washington women knocked off Oregon in the final. Those are the USA Ultimate headlines. To learn more about the sport of ultimate, visit usaultimate.org and become a member today. So Wisconsin and Pittsburgh as we start the first half. Halftime arrives when the first team gets to 8. The game is over when the first team gets to 15. The 2012 USA Ultimate College Open Championship set to do it. Pittsburgh will get the opening possession here in Boulder, Colorado, Pleasant View Park. And the opening pull from Wisconsin. Going to be a tough breeze to play in a short field on Pitt's opening possession.
We should definitely talk about the wind some. I think common wisdom is that it favors Wisconsin. They play in the north central region where it's often very windy at events they play. Pitt on the other side has a lot of throwers who use a lot of touch on the disc, and that might be difficult here given the wind.
This is Alex Thorne, a senior. Reverse point of the attack for Sabanur from Pitt. Ahead it goes. Jason Kansa into the end zone. Max Thorne, and a quick strike to open for Sabanur.
The Thorne brothers, a big piece of this Pittsburgh offense. There's his dad, Henry Thorne. You saw Alex Thorne controlling the disc in the middle of the field, and then Max Thorne with the goal. Pittsburgh eases it in for the first goal of the game, downwind, 1-0.
No problem for the Thorne brothers, and they get the score, and they lead 1-0.
Now we'll see what Pitt looks to do against the Wisconsin offense. So it looks like that Pitt is going to key on Simmons.
Let's check in with Lauren Gardner on the conditions.
Well, I was able to talk to some USA Ultimate officials, players, and coaches, and they said, given the conditions, what this game is going to boil down to is who can play best in these upwind situations. So far, Pitt has the advantage.
They certainly do, Kyle. We saw it in last year's title matchup. The wind can play havoc on these games.
The key is definitely these upwind points, so Pitt now looking to go upwind at 1-0.
Important to have a pull that cuts through it, and that's not too bad right there. Wisconsin on offense, trailing 1-0 early in the 2012 USA Ultimate Open Championship. Deep down the middle end zone and just out of the reach of Aaron Spies.
So big shot here to Spies. This one is a tough downwind throw, especially with that edge. The wind is going to push it out of reach of Spies. And that's one they need to be able to complete downwind, because that's the throw that Pitt is going to force them into in this game.
Sophomore in kinesiology, Spies, and he's made some big catches in this tournament, including a diving play in that matchup with Tufts. Nearly stepping out near side. Pitt able to keep possession. Trying to move it upfield, Tyler DiGirolamo. Ty Lord is his nickname, and he is one of their top guys. He gets it ahead here, Colin Connor. Connor, a senior from Pittsburgh, as they reverse point of attack to the far side.
A floaty IO backhand, and DiGirolamo rips that one down.
DiGirolamo the catch, play it back. He's got it in his hands right now. Nearly lost his footing. Pitt at the doorstep, looking to take a 2-0 advantage. Zach Kaufman looking ahead, plays it off. DiGirolamo back to Kaufman, give and go. DiGirolamo, 2-0 Pittsburgh.
So off that possession-saving grab from DiGirolamo, Pitt works it in the end zone. They actually isolated 3 players out front. The back 4 players didn't do any movement. Kaufman, DiGirolamo, and Thorne here just worked this one in. Nice little give-and-go movement. You see DiGirolamo dish it, and Kaufman with the little high-release flip. And DiGirolamo just comes down with that. 2-0 with the upwind score.
DiGirolamo, one of the 3 captains on this Pitt team, and they've got a 2-0 advantage. And now Hector Valdivia trying to find answers for Wisconsin.
Holding it for 7 seconds. Okay, we're playing a stall 7 game.
The Alt Games on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Jack in the Box. There's no curfew for late night cravings, so stop by Jack in the Box where the entire menu is available all day long. By the United States Marine Corps, the few, the proud, the Marines. And by USA Ultimate. Find out why Ultimate is one of the fastest growing team sports in America. Visit usaultimate.org today.
What happened last night? Apparently we went to Jack in the Box at 1:54 a.m. and got 9 orders of tacos, 4 seasoned curly fries, and 7 real ice cream shakes. So who drove us home?
I did.
Oh, why are you still here?
He dared you to eat my keys.
And why didn't you call a cab?
He dared you to eat my phone.
Hey, Eddie, where's she going now?
Looks like the dry cleaner.
Dry cleaner.
The dry cleaner.
The all-new Buick Verano gives you Pandora music streaming.
You guys are on.
It started with the whistle. So your music goes wherever you go. It's unexpected luxury in a car this size. Now get 2 years of premium services for just $239 per month on the innovative all-new Verano.
Is it a 20-minute shorter wash cycle? Or a 20-minute longer laugh cycle? Is it 20% less time in here? Or 20% more time out here? Is it 20% more storage capacity? Or 20% more fun capacity? LG's innovative line of appliances let you fast forward to moments that matter. So, is it an appliance or something better?
Over the past 50 years, a lot's changed in the way America travels. But since 1962, Motel 6 has always been there to make sure you save more for what you travel for. Motel 6, 50 years and the light's still on.
So, I'm walking down the street, just, walking, and I found myself in the middle of this parade honouring America's troops, which is actually quite fitting because Geico has been serving the military for over 75 years. Oh, no, look, I know this is about the troops and not about me, right, but I don't look like that. Who can I write a letter to about this?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Back in Boulder, Pleasant View Park, 4-0 Pittsburgh in the first half of the Open Championship here in 2012, and now Wisconsin gonna have to play catch-up. The first one to 8 means we get to halftime. The first one to 15 wins. Whipped down the far side and a catch, and now the Hodags looking for their first score. Ripped towards the back of the end zone, and there it is. Colin Camp and the Hodags on the board.
So Wisconsin down 4-0, comes back with a little bit of pressure, works it up that upwind side of the field. A Wiseman throw, sets up this nice pass to Colin Camp and putting in the upwind goal. That was one that Wisconsin needed to stay in this game early.
Single chop out to red. Okay, make sure that keep this pull in and the cup.
Brings us to the keys to victory, brought to you by the Honda Civic.
Alex Thorne needs to be on with his throws. He's their key to their offense. He needs to be pinpoint, low turnovers, and they need to be mentally resilient. For Wisconsin, pressure, pressure, pressure. They know that Pittsburgh is sometimes mentally weak. If they can put the pressure on, they can force turnovers, and they need to win the wind game.
Here in Boulder, the Rocky Mountains, 2012 USA Ultimate College Open Championship. 4-1, and Pittsburgh back on offense, and you can see the downwind. You can heave that baby almost off the field.
Nice pull from Dave Wiseman there, Blady, and it forces it out of bounds, but unfortunately that one landed out the back, which means that Pittsburgh gets to bring it up to the brick mark, 20 yards outside their end zone.
Good position, and I want to mention here, players call their own fouls. The officials wearing the orange shirts are called observers, more of an arbitrator. If the two teams disagree, then the observer nearest will stand in and make the final decision. Here's a Pitt turnover. Can Wisconsin reel off 2 quick ones in a row? Center of the field they go. Play it now near side, looking end zone. The Hodags down by 3, heading that way, and there's the goal. Hodags score, and it's Kilson Alexander.
So Pitt a little bit too cutesy there on their offense with that little give and go move, and it turns into an easy goal downwind. That's Zach Alter with the throw.
And at the other end, it's Alexander, the senior from Madison, Wisconsin.
Breaks free on DeGirolamo, and it's 4-2, Pittsburgh with the lead.
Coming up, more of USA Ultimate, the Open Championship. Part of the old games on CBS Sports Network, brought to you by Jack in the Box.
It's ultimate fun, the ultimate competition. It's ultimate excitement. That's why Ultimate is America's fastest growing team sport. From youth through college and beyond, Ultimate is taking the country by storm.
I like competition, so I kind of fell in love with it.
Ultimate could be really about like a community as well as a sport.
Over the head, comes up with the disc.
To find out about joining an Ultimate League in your area, visit usaultimate.org.
Yeah! Yeah! That just happened! Yes, it did. No!
Yes, 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 yes! We did it! Yes, we did it! Yeah, we
Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. More wings, more beer, more sports.
Hey, who's this?
Okay, who gets occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, or bloating? Get ahead of it. One Phillips Colon Health probiotic cap a day helps defend against digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria.
Hit me!
Live the regular life. Phillips.
Yes, all points explode when the story was told. I dream about the cheddar, ice chiseled and gold.
In the final round,
the audience choice ingredient?
Bud Light!
And here we go.
Looks like Chef Dubois is emulsifying the Bud Light into a foam. What's his competitor doing?
He appears to be having a really good time.
A Bud Light reduction for Dubois. And his opponent?
Also improvising nicely. Let's see that again.
Judges.
I like the use of the pressure cooker to tenderize the beef.
But also the use of the cell phone to order the pizza.
It's the sure sign of a good time. It's just right tasting Bud Light. Here we go.
Sorry, Chef, we're gonna need more ingredient.
Back in Boulder, Colorado, the Alt Games brought to you by Jack in the Box. In the heart of the Rocky Mountains, 5-3, Pitt leads Wisconsin. First to 8 means we're at halftime. First to 15 wins the title. Pitt going after their first. They lead by 2 and they go back on offense. And they will be going downwind. So good field position to start this possession. Alex Thorne, he and his brother Max, dynamic duo on this Ensaminer Pitt squad.
Wisconsin comes out with a trapping 4-person cup zone here. Pittsburgh doing a good job working it. And a big throw over the top. Nice touch on that from Alex Thorne.
The catch by Isaac Saul, the junior. Middle of the field, at the doorstep. DiGirolamo. End zone, score across the goal line. Alex Thorne.
Thorne doing it on both sides here. That forehand breaks it over the top, and then Pittsburgh able to work that one in. Thorne stepping into the end zone. And a throw here from DiGirolamo. Over to Hausman, Kunsa, to Thorne.
That's pretty work right there. DiGirolamo setting it up. And the Pitt sideline celebrates. And they've got a 6-3 advantage as Wisconsin now tries to counter.
So Pittsburgh looking resilient, answering Wisconsin's offensive point now, and they get back on defense.
See if they can find Colin Camp. He's their deep threat. Dave Wiseman getting a lot of touches as well. When does experience come into play in a game like this?
Well, Wisconsin has been here before plenty of times. They understand that it's possible to come back from deficits. In fact, Pittsburgh did just that in the semifinals against Carleton. And so Wisconsin is definitely a call team. They're a mentally strong team. Here's Colin Camp with the disc. He's been in this position before.
On the far sideline, Camp looking to lay it back. Middle of the field. See if they come near side or take another shot at the end zone.
So Wisconsin playing a very conservative game, working the unders here.
Colin Camp looks for cutters. Jordan O'Neal was open for a split second. Instead, they lay it back. Remaining patient. Off to Liu, the senior.
Park with a little high backhand to Simmons. And Simmons finds the end zone.
And there's your Wisconsin score, Jordan O'Neal, the junior.
So Wisconsin with some very nice, patient offense on this possession. Able to put this one back in downwind. Park opening this one up with a nice high release flip to Simmons, and then Simmons able to find O'Neal very easily. O'Neal very careful to make sure he grasps that one in the wind.
Well, how about this Wisconsin program, a storied history, Kyle, down through the years.
Wisconsin 3-time winners of the USA Ultimate College Championships 2002, 2007, and 2008 against Florida. In the finals last year against Carleton, a very windy game, came up short, but plenty of times winning here before in 08 against Florida.
Wisconsin, a powerhouse, similar to Alabama or Florida in football. Kentucky or UCLA in basketball as they go after their 4th national title in this, their 7th trip to the title game. The Hodags within 2 after the score from O'Neal.
I'm not one to beat a dead horse. Once the fat lady sings and the clock hits triple zeros, I'm on it, then on to the next story. What's important is the here and now, where things are fresh, newsworthy, and up to the minute, sort of like my new show on CBS Sports Network. Relevance matters, so don't be afraid to embrace it.
That's $22.50. Totally.
Sports, news, smack, Rome. Weeknights at 6, only on CBS Sports Network.
Hey, Eddie, where's she going now? Looks like the dry cleaner.
Dry cleaner.
The dry cleaner.
The all-new Buick Verano gives you Pandora music streaming.
You guys are on.
It started with the whistle.
So your music goes wherever you go. It's unexpected luxury in a car this size. Now get 2 years of premium services for just $239 per month on the innovative all-new Verano.
From Golden Corral, the restaurant that brought you the incredible chocolate wonderfall, 2 words.
Cotton candy.
Yup, it's cotton candy time at Golden Corral from the folks that brought you the chocolate wonderfall.
I didn't think they could top the chocolate wonderfall.
Until now.
This must be one of those only Golden Corral kind of things.
Cotton candy and the chocolate wonderfall, both part of our endless buffet for one incredibly low price.
It's terrific. It makes me feel like a kid again.
Golden Corral, help yourself to happiness.
This is Mike. Mike's being healthy and chewing like a man. Introducing One-A-Day VitaCraves for Men. It's a gummy multivitamin with more vitamin B to convert food to energy and help Mike do manly things like wrestle bears and take out the garbage. New One-A-Day VitaCraves for Men.
Before Allegra, my allergy medicine took hours to work or made me drowsy. After Allegra, I have the only one that's both fast and non-drowsy. It relieves my toughest symptoms for 24 hours. Effective even at 8 times high pollen levels. After Allegra, I have it all.
Major League Lacrosse is on CBS Sports Network. Watch the fastest, the toughest, and the most skilled field lacrosse players in the world. The MLL, all summer long on CBS Sports Network.
Back at Pleasant View Park, Boulder, Colorado, 7-4 on a windy day for the open title between Wisconsin under Hector Valdivia against Pitt. 7-4, first half. If Pitt scores on this possession, we've arrived at halftime. There is no clock on these games. The first to 8 makes it halftime. The first to 15 ends the game. Diving attempt, a turnover, trying to play that win, and now Wisconsin at the doorstep, within just a couple of feet, ripped across the middle and a diving catch. Aaron Spies.
So Pittsburgh with an uncharacteristic turnover there. Wisconsin was forcing them underneath, making Pittsburgh throw a lot of passes, and then this throw from Patrick Earls just comes up short of the receiver, and on the turnover, Alex Simmons picks it up, finds Camp just outside the goal line. Camp shows a lot of patience here, great poise, and spies for the goal.
How about it, the Hodags making some noise. 7-5 game, and we haven't gotten to halftime yet. If Pitt can score here, we will, but the Hodags making some late noise, trying to rip it through the wind, and that's not too bad. That's about best case scenario on a day like this.
If you get it with that edge down, once it starts rolling, the wind can play havoc with it. And here's Alex Thornton over the top forehand. Beautiful throw to Max Thorne.
Wide open and quick movement down the field. And Sabanur wasting no time getting it down against the Hodags. Here they come. Can they find DeGirolamo? Playing back, and again the wind playing havoc. Back to the Hodags.
So Thomas Coolidge with the block there for Wisconsin. Now Wisconsin getting an opportunity to score upwind and tie it down. Good movement from them.
They've got Dave Wiseman down there, but it's in and out of his hands. Diving through, what a catch! Off the deflection, Wiseman ended up with a catch anyway. I believe player down, and that's Simmons.
So Alex Simmons trying to come through and pull that one up, and it looks like Wiseman came down with it. The Pittsburgh players calling it down.
And the team's disagreeing, so this is where the observer may have to come in and make the call.
So let's take another look at it. Goes off Wiseman's hands. Simmons with a big effort. That looks down to me. Wiseman looks like he picked that one up out of the ground. Let's take another look at it.
Tough call, huh?
Definitely close. Could go either way here.
Well, that's where spirit of the game comes in. Respect the game, respect your opponent. And a guy who's well respected is Dave Wiseman of Wisconsin.
Dave Wiseman is the heart of our team. He's able to give a lot of confidence to the rest of his teammates on the D-line. As well as that, he's a gigantic presence in the air.
He's big, he can go deep, he can threaten people like that, but he also has, the past couple years, has developed his throwing game so that he's also a threat with the disc.
He really just grew within the last few years to become one of the best players in Ultimate. He's a great leader, and yeah, he makes really big plays.
Wiseman almost made that play. He's a guy that was on the B team not long ago.
He started his career as a freshman on the B team, and now he is their captain and nominee for Callahan, which is the Heisman of Ultimate. And here's a shot from DiGirolamo to Thorne.
And Max can't quite catch up with it in the near corner. So it's back over to Wisconsin out of their own end zone. 7-5 here in the first half.
So Wisconsin has to work the full 70 yards.
Hodags down 2 in search of their 4th national title. Play it out of the end zone. Looking for Wiseman down deep for Colin Camp, one of their big play guys.
Simmons anchoring the offense for Wisconsin.
The patience of Wisconsin in this wind, I think, has been key in the first half. This one whipped down center of the field, intercepted by Pitt, and they come right back at him. Aaron Watson, the sophomore. Watson gets knocked to the turf, and we've got a call here. Maybe a disagreement, got tangled up there with Sam Loveland Jr. for the Hodags.
So the throw here pivots. Definitely a foul on number 19, Loveland from Wisconsin, kicks his leg out. He was moving. The marker has to stay at least a disc length away, and any contact, typically if there's movement from the mark, is a foul on the mark. And here's a shot from DiGirolamo.
To the far side, Jason Kunza, the senior, makes the catch. And we arrive at halftime with Pittsburgh getting to 8. They lead by 3.
So Wisconsin definitely gained their opportunities on that upwind possession. Can't punch it in. On the other side, Pittsburgh, the 3rd time they get it, DiGirolamo takes his shot to Kunza and just slides this one past the mark, Dave Wiseman, and Kunza able to bring it down for the half.
And that's the 8th for Pittsburgh. They lead 8-5 at the break. And Saba Nur, that's the team name of Pitt. For Wisconsin, it's Hodags. With more on the nicknames in the sport, here's Lauren.
The cut. The Hodags? No, these are not some of the characters in different video games. These are actually the team names for men's Ultimate. They're pretty awesome in my book. I know they're a little bit different than traditional sports teams. Let's go meet some of the teams and find out the origins of their names.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We're the Wisconsin Hodags. It's actually a mythical creature from Rhinelander, Wisconsin.
Our team name is the Burning Couch. Our city is infamous for having riots when our basketball team either does really well or does not do very well.
What's your team name?
The Carleton Ultimate Team, also known as CUT.
Like?
Yeah, CUT. Sounds cooler than it actually is.
C-H-E! What is this, like a Falcor but an elephant version?
So at Tufts, the mascot for the school is an elephant. And so because it's Frisbee and obviously we throw things that fly, we kind of developed a jump bat, which is a cross between an elephant and a bat.
3, 2, 1, warm it up!
There you have it, halftime. Pitt leads Wisconsin 8-5 in the Open Championship. Second half from Boulder next.
Is it a 20-minute shorter wash cycle? Or a 20-minute longer lap cycle? Is it 20% less time in here? Or 20% more time out here? Is it 20% more storage capacity? or 20% more fun capacity. LG's innovative line of appliances let you fast forward to moments that matter. So, is it an appliance or something better?
Before you load up the old fan-mobile with all the game day essentials, head to Motel6.com to book a clean, comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain. Go team! We'll leave the light on for you. Official economy lodging partner of sports fans.
You want to save money on car insurance? No problem. You want to save money on RV insurance? No problem. You want to save money on motorcycle insurance? No problem. You want to find a place to park all these things? Forget about it. This is New York.
Hey, little guy, wake up!
Oh, calm off it, Mike.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
Life should be equal parts responsibility and fun. Introducing the new Acura ILX. Move up without settling down.
Visit your local Acura dealer. Luxury, intelligently priced.
It's ultimate fun, the ultimate competition. It's ultimate excitement. 2, 3, That's why Ultimate is America's fastest growing team sport. From youth through college and beyond, Ultimate is taking the country by storm.
I like competition, so I kind of fell in love with it.
Ultimate Frisbee is really about like a community as well as a sport.
Over the head, comes up with a disc.
To find out about joining an Ultimate League in your area, visit usaultimate.org. The Alt Games on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Jack in the Box. There's no curfew for late night cravings, so stop by Jack in the Box where the entire menu is available all day long. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. And by USA Ultimate. Want to learn more about the sport of Ultimate and how you can play? Visit usaultimate.org today.
The Alt Games on CBS Sports Network, presented by Jack in the Box. We're in Boulder for USA Ultimate, the Open Championship, and the Callahan Award was given this weekend. It's the Heisman of this sport, and Nick Lance of Georgia Tech, the recipient here this year.
Georgia Tech making it here to Nationals for the first time since 1991, led by Nick Lance. Nick Lance, also like other Georgia Tech alum Calvin Megatron Johnson, had a huge highlight video which showcased his immense talent with throwing as well as defense, and Nick Lance, a formidable winner of this award.
I like that comparison. Georgia Tech football, known for turning out tremendous receivers the last few years, and now Lance, a great receiver in his own right, the Callahan winner. As we start the second half of the Open Championship, opening possession will go to Wisconsin. They trail 8-5, the first of 15 wins in this untimed Ultimate title game.
So Pittsburgh comes out here with a pretty soft defense. As Simmons gets the disc, they're looking to clog the lanes off of the handlers with their defenders, forcing it to go to the other handlers on that Wisconsin O-line.
And again, for those of you watching at home, this is tough win to play in. Pretty impressive the way these guys are able to connect up and down the field with these passes. Diving play right there. Speaking of Jordan O'Neal, Wisconsin looking to make it 8-6. They're at the doorstep. Can they get it across the goal line to get within 2? Being very patient here. This is O'Neal looking end zone, diving attempt. Couldn't quite get there. Nice effort that time from Matt Becker. But Pitt on the move, trying to counterattack right here.
So Wisconsin thrower O'Neal took his eyes off the receiver, and now Pittsburgh getting an opportunity, working it upwind for a break. DeGirolamo with a shot.
He launches it deep, end zone, jump disc, and a second defender comes over to knock it away. Dan Park.
Great help defense here from Dan Park. Alex Thorne under this one, looks like he has a good read on it, but Dan Park coming up big to prevent that break score from Pittsburgh. And now Wisconsin, another opportunity.
Comes out of their own end zone. Alex Simmons, the senior, will restart for the Hodags, down 8-5. First of 15 wins in this untimed sport of Ultimate here in the Open Championship. This one ripped deep. Man down, another jump disc, and that one batted down and back over to Pitt.
That downwind forehand, a really tough one to lay in how you want it to. It's either going to be too short or too far unless you put the exact right touch on it.
How important is it to score right off the break?
On turnovers, being able to punch in turnovers is the key to the game. And here's an opportunity on the goal line. DiGirolamo jumps in, catches it in the air for the break for Pittsburgh, and that is a big one.
You talked to Girolamo early, and we're seeing his effect on this game. It's 9-5, and now Pitt 6 points away from winning this title.
Well, here is Alex Thorne, and how about this backhand upwind? He sees DiGirolamo going, and he just lays this one out here for him. Lots of space to run onto it.
This is what I was talking about, Kyle. At home, it's tough to see how brutal this wind is, and a throw like that in this wind is really hard to do.
That is a 65-yard put upwind, and it's easy for DiGirolamo. 6'3" receiver, fast, athletic, and Alex Thorne, best throws in the college game.
9-5 Pitt, and DiGirolamo, the senior, the computer engineering major from Belleville, Illinois. And now Wisconsin needs to counter this. Pitt going after their first ever national title. Wisconsin has won 3, and this one out of the back of the end zone. And in Wisconsin, the Hodags will bring it out.
So you mentioned Pitt's first title. This is an elite group that they're joining. It is a hard club to break into. Since 2006, only 3 college programs have won a title. That's Wisconsin, Florida, and Carleton College. And Pitt here is looking to be the first one, and here they get another block.
Another pickoff there. Kunsa made the play, and they're back on offense. They can double up the Hodags on this possession. Chris passing it, diving catch. Far side, sets up a possible goal. Can he get there? No. Out of the back of the end zone, and that one intended for 28 Beardsley. Hector Valdivia's Wisconsin team down 4. We check back in with Lauren.
Coach, maybe not the best first half you were expecting. How did you feel about your team's play?
It's not the first half that we were expecting, but we're following the game plan that we want to follow. It's 2 halves of play, so we're committed to it. We're going to go down guns blazing. No problems here.
Hodags down 9-5. Thank you, Lauren. Across the middle, nice sliding catch. And now this one ripped deep. Launched end zone, easy score for Colin Camp.
So Alex Simmons here matching Alex Thorne's big upwind huck on the previous point. This one he just lays out. This is a nice forehand. Gets in the middle of the field here. Slides, catches it, stands up, and just eases it out of his hand. Nice edge on the disc, throws it flat and out to space. And Colin Camp able to just clap catch this win for the goal.
For Camp, that's about as easy as it's going to get. They've got a 3-point edge. They score now at 9-6. Well, Colin Camp, a 6'3" junior, a guy that had success on the basketball court in his high school career, but has found his real love on the ultimate field. And he has done tremendous work for this Hodag program in his time in Madison. We're back with more from Boulder after this.
Hey, Eddie, where's she going now?
Looks like the dry cleaner.
Dry cleaner.
The dry cleaner.
The all-new Buick Verano gives you Pandora music streaming.
You guys are on.
It started with a whisper.
So your music goes wherever you go. It's unexpected luxury in a car this size. Now get 2 years of premium services for just $239 per month on the innovative all-new Verano.
Hey, could you hold that, please?
All right. Here we go.
Keep the change.
Just over 9. Hello,
Me too.
It's the sure sign of a good time. It's just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Apparently I didn't get the Thong Thursday memo.
That just happened. Yes, it did. No! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! We did it! Yes, we did See you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. More wings, more beer, more sports.
Hey, who's this?
Before Allegra, my allergy medicine took hours to work or made me drowsy. After Allegra, I have the only one that's both fast and non-drowsy. It relieves my toughest symptoms for 24 hours. Effective even at 8 times high pollen levels. After Allegra, I have it all.
From Golden Corral, the restaurant that brought you the incredible chocolate wonderfall, 2 words.
Cotton candy. I didn't think they could top the chocolate wonderfall.
Until now. Cotton candy and the chocolate wonderfall, both part of our endless buffet for one low price, only at Golden Corral.
Can't wait for the season to start? Summer Sessions relives last year's hottest moments. It's Women's Week, only on CBS Sports Network.
The Alt Games on CBS Sports Network, brought to you by Jack in the Box. Here in Boulder, fans lining the hillsides at Pleasant View Park. Time now for our Geico Difference Maker as we learn more about Tyler DiGirolamo.
Tyler DiGirolamo, also a captain. Put anything up to Tyler and he'll come down with it. He's also been working on his throws this year, so he really became a very, very dynamic player.
And DiGirolamo with that catch and score here in the second half, giving Pitt the 9-6 advantage in the title game against Wisconsin. Back to action, and coming out of their own end zone, and Sabiner of Pitt launching deep. Got a man down there. DiGirolamo, far side, got the foot in, about 2 yards out. What a catch. Now he fires end zone wide open. Easy score for Pitt. Colin Connor.
So Pitt coming out strong here, taking 2 in a row. DiGirolamo getting that big throw and then crossing the field with that nice forehand. And Alex Thorne again with the downwind backhand out to space. This is an incredibly difficult throw given the wind. And DiGirolamo towing that one in, making sure it stays in bounds, tapping it back in, and then finding Connor across the end zone with the forehand. Just lays it in, and Connor grabs it for the 11-6 lead for Pitt.
DiGirolamo, one of the few guys wearing gloves in this game. It's worked well for him. Coach Kismerick for Pitt, gotta like this 5-point edge, and now Wisconsin needs to dig deep. Down 11-6, second half, first to 15 wins. The sport of ultimate, untimed. Into the wind, this will be a short pull, and Wisconsin good field position to start.
So Wisconsin in a tough position here now, down 5. They take a downwind shot.
This one rifled near sideline and falls to the turf, right back over to Sabiner.
And in that throw, you can see how difficult those throws Alex Thorne has been making. Wisconsin trying the same type of downwind forehand throw and unable to come up with it, and Pitt off to the races again.
Batted down, good defense by Wisconsin's Alex Simmons. Back and forth we go, back to the Hodags. Down by 5. Over the middle, a connection. Going deep this time. Unload, end zone, score! How about the catch by Camp? Back of the end zone.
Wisconsin's Alter finds the right touch on this one. He lays this one out to the speedy Camp, and Camp able to pull this one down.
That's just crisp, perfect, up the middle of the field. The connections, crisp. And Camp at the back end, taking the top off the defense, outrunning. And making it 11-7. We said a short time ago that the Hodags won't go away, and here they are, continuing to battle and try to come back. Pittsburgh will go back on offense when we come back.
What happened last night? Apparently we went to Jack in the Box at 1:54 a.m. and got 9 orders of tacos, 4 seasoned curly fries, and 7 real ice cream shakes. So who drove us home?
I did.
Oh, why are you still here?
He dared you to eat my keys.
And why didn't you call a cab?
He dared you to eat my phone.
It's ultimate fun. The ultimate competition. It's ultimate excitement. That's why Ultimate is America's fastest growing team sport. From youth through college and beyond, Ultimate is taking the country by storm.
I like competition, so I kind of fell in love with it.
Ultimate Frisbee is really about like a community as well as a sport.
Over the head, comes up with the disc.
To find out about joining an Ultimate League in your area, visit usaultimate.org.
I found a powerful new way to cut out arthritis pain.
New Icy Hot Arthritis Lotion. Targets arthritis with powerful encapsulated menthol that gets icy to dull pain, hot to relax it away.
For hours and hours of relief.
New Icy Hot Arthritis Lotion.
Power Pass Pain.
From Golden Corral, the restaurant that brought you the incredible chocolate wonderfall, 2 words.
Cotton candy.
I didn't think they could top the chocolate wonderfall.
Until now. Cotton candy and the chocolate wonderfall, both part of our endless buffet for one low price, only at Golden Corral.
The American Legion honors our newest generation of warriors and veterans.
Please join us in supporting and recognizing their unique contributions and needs.
The unemployment rate among veterans is unacceptably high.
They are a proven commodity, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country.
Hire them. Today, more than ever before, women are on the front lines of America's defense.
They deserve to be recognized for their service as guardians of freedom and to receive the best treatment and care we can provide.
Let's not forget our wounded warriors and their families as they return home. We cannot allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves.
They deserve more.
And let's honor the families who sacrifice so much every day.
As the service member serves,
so does the family.
Please join with the American Legion to find out how you can truly honor America's newest generation of veterans. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out more.
The Old Games on CBS Sports Network, brought to you by Jack in the Box. Beautiful Boulder, Colorado for the Open Final in Ultimate. It's 12-8. Pittsburgh 3 goals away from the 2012 championship. First to 15 wins. And they can go back up by 5 right here on this possession. Whip deep, good pass, Alex Thorne, and an even better catch by DiGirolamo at the back end.
And you see the Thorne to DiGirolamo connection once again. A proud Henry and Karen Thorne on the sidelines. Great touch from Alex Thorne. He has just been hitting it all day long. But really the story here on this play is the catch from Ty Lord coming down with that one.
One of the best nicknames you'll find in this sport. And he's able to haul it in to make it 13-8. You can call him Skylord after that catch. And now Pitt 2 away from the title. And this is where you can really taste it if you're the team up 5. What can Wisconsin do here?
Well, lots of pressure on Wisconsin, but Wisconsin's a team that has been here before. They're probably going to stick to their game plan, working with Alex Simmons and trying to continue to take shots. They need to force turnovers from the Pittsburgh offense once they put it in, and then convert those turnovers.
Linking up here with some short passes. This one medium range. Colin Camp now around midfield, will lay it off far side. The Hodags down by 5, middle of the field, nice jumping grab. This is Zach Alter looking for help. Shook the defender. And a nice catch across the middle by Simmons. Into the end zone. And a quick strike for the Hodags. And that's a nice answer to get it to 13-9.
So Wisconsin works this one down very efficiently. And this is where it turns. This is where they need to get something. Nice high release lefty backhand here from Zach Alter to find Simmons. He spies him, goes with the offhand. Simmons able to come down with this, and an easy over-the-top throw to number 93, Pat Donovan for the score. Wisconsin's got to bring pressure here on this defensive point.
13-9, the first to 15 wins. Pitt is 2 away. And the Hodags gain some momentum and come up with a big stop. Get a turnover, get it back, get it down to 3. Here comes Pitt with Kunza. Looking to lay it back, now looking ahead. Unleashes, deep, end zone, jump disc, and DiGirolamo can't come down with it.
Lots of contact there between DiGirolamo and Wiseman. No foul called by DiGirolamo. He was the one pushing back primarily against Wiseman, and then Wiseman steps around for the block.
Couple of guys with good size at 6'3", and now a timeout on the field as we join the huddles.
If we score this point, Odags, everybody is going nuts.
Let's go. Nick Kazmarek on the other side with more on their head coach. Here's Lauren.
Despite the fact that this is Nick Kazmarek's first year as head coach here at Pitt, he is no stranger to the game of ultimate. Not only did he play at the college level, but he's also been coaching at the youth level in the Pittsburgh community. In fact, 8 of the players on his team are former players that he coached years ago.
All right, Lauren, thanks. And it's so important for young people. I know it's something you're very involved with, Kyle, is teaching the sport to the youth.
Well, it's a great way to develop a pipeline, and Nick Kazmarek has done just that. While he's been at Pittsburgh, he's been coaching the youth club team out of Pittsburgh called Impulse. That's where Alex Thorne came from. That's where Colin Connor came from, as well as Max Thorne, several of these players, as Lauren mentioned.
Pitt back on offense, 2 points away from their first ever title in Ultimate. Deep shot, wide open end zone, and that gets them one away. Max Thorne, the freshman.
There's an Alex Thorne to Max Thorne connection, and again, look at the touch on this throw. It's so much wrist flip. That is what Alex Thorne does well. He is exceptional at it. One of the best we've seen in years in the sport of ultimate in terms of putting the right touch and edge on the disc.
Just like at the backyard barbecue growing up. So Pitt leads by 5. Sports, news, smack. It's Jim Rome's new daily show every weeknight at 6, only on CBS Sports Network. Pitt now 1 away from the championship in 2012. Back to Boulder with more of the Alt Games presented by Jack in the Box after this.
Hey, Eddie, where's she going now? Looks like the dry cleaner.
Dry cleaner.
The dry cleaner.
The all-new Buick Veron gives you Pandora music streaming.
You guys are on.
It started with a whisper.
So your music goes wherever you go. It's unexpected luxury in a car this size. Now get 2 years of premium services for just $239 per month on the innovative all-new Veron.
It's ultimate fun. The ultimate competition. It's ultimate excitement. That's why Ultimate is America's fastest growing team sport. From youth through college and beyond, Ultimate is taking the country by storm.
I like competition, so I kind of fell in love with it.
Ultimate Frisbee is really about like a community as well as a sport.
Over the head, comes up with a disc.
To find out about joining an Ultimate League in your area, visit usaultimate.org.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium AA batteries now last up to 9 times longer versus Energizer Max, which means up to 9 times less waste. Improved Energizer Ultimate Lithium. That's positive energy.
This is Mike. Mike's being healthy and chewing like a man. Introducing One-A-Day VitaCraves for Men. It's a gummy multivitamin with more vitamin B to convert food to energy and help Mike do manly things like wrestle bears and take out the garbage. New One-A-Day VitaCraves for Men.
From Golden Corral, the restaurant that brought you the incredible chocolate wonderfall, 2 words.
Cotton candy.
Yup, it's cotton candy time at Golden Corral from the folks that brought you the chocolate wonderfall.
I didn't think they could top the chocolate wonderfall.
Until now.
This must be one of those only Golden Corral kind of things.
Cotton candy and the chocolate wonderfall, both part of our endless buffet for one incredibly low price.
It's terrific. It makes me feel like a kid again.
Golden Corral, help yourself to happiness.
The Alt Games on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Jack in the Box. There's no curfew for late night cravings, so stop by Jack in the Box where the entire menu is available all day long. By the next generation Honda Civic. To each their own. And by USA Ultimate. Are you interested in becoming a member of USA Ultimate? Visit usaultimate.org today and find out how you can get involved.
The 2012 Alt Games on CBS Sports Network, presented by Jack in the Box here in Boulder. The USA Ultimate Championship match. Pitt with the lead. Brent Stover, former national champion at Brown. Kyle Weisbrod, Lauren Gardner as well. Here at Pleasant View Park. 14-9 Pitt leading Wisconsin. And now Pitt will send it away. And Wisconsin is in a must-score situation.
5-point lead this late in the game is a tough one to overcome. But we've mentioned that Pitt has blown leads in the past. This year they've looked solid, and they've actually had a huge comeback against Carleton in the semifinals.
And we got a call right here. What do we find?
Looks like a little contact between the thrower and the mark. Gonna bring this one back.
A reset for the Hodags. Down 5 in search of their 4th national title. Gonna be tough at this point. Colin Camp feeds it back. Open lane as they look end zone. Getting to the doorstep, across, and a score, and that makes it 14-10.
So Wisconsin not giving up yet. They're hanging around here, just out of reach. Still a potential threat to Pittsburgh. They ease this one in. Not very many contested passes on this one. Pittsburgh defense definitely down a level of intensity. Now Pittsburgh has to win it on offense.
So in Sabanur, they know exactly what it takes right here. One more. The crowd can feel it on their feet on the hillside here at Pleasant View Park in Boulder. Pitt 1 point away from their first ever national title. Going to start when this one finally comes out of the air with pretty good field position. And they go big right away for the championship, back of the end zone and too far.
So Alex Thorne again looking for brother Max Thorne, freshman on this Pitt team. That one, the wind takes a little too far, so Wisconsin now has a shot for a break.
The Thorne brothers have been a big part of this here today. Are there any young Thorne brothers? You've been calling their name all day.
That is the youngest of the Thorne brothers. There are only 2 of them. But they'll be making their mark on the sport for years to come.
14-10. Can Pitt finish it off right here? They got the disc right back. Possession, Pitt. One more, and they win the title. They can feel it. Isaac Saul ahead over the middle. Short passing. Matriculating it closer and closer for the title. When will they take the end zone shot? Will it be DiGirolamo? Whipped in. Here it is. Championship. Pitt. Max Thorne, the freshman.
So Pittsburgh finishes this game with an Alex Thorne to Max Thorne connection for the 15-10 victory and Pittsburgh's first USA Ultimate College Championship. They break into an elite club led by coach Nick Kazmarek, senior Alex Thorne. A fantastic win for Pittsburgh here, a dominant Nationals performance, rebounding in the semifinals against Carleton when down 8-3, proving their mettle. And here Alex Thorne just takes control, directs traffic here. You can see him looking downfield, saying what he wants, and brother Max knows exactly what he wants. That IO flick to the corner of the end zone for the goal and the victory. Pittsburgh, your 2012 national champions.
And they celebrate the championship. Nick Kazmarek in his first year as the head coach. 15-10, Pitt beat Wisconsin, and our Jack in the Box play of the day.
The play of the day is an Alex Thorne backhand, the nice one to DiGirolamo, and the grab on the other side. DiGirolamo extends and keeps extending for the goal.
Jack in the Box play of the day. Lauren now down on the field with 2 of the heroes that closed it out.
Well, I'm alongside the Thorne brothers of Pitt, Max and Alex. Now, Alex, your senior year, what was it like to hook up with your brother for that game-winning point?
It was unbelievable. Him coming to Pitt was just such a blessing. Last time I played with him, I was a senior in high school. He was in 9th grade, and he's just grown up into the best freshman there ever has been. And being able to play with him for a year with as good as he is, it was just unbelievable. The best feeling I've ever had.
What an amazing experience. Now, Max, you're a freshman this year. We have a lot more to see. What can we expect to see from this Pitt Ultimate program?
More wins, more national championships. I mean, we've worked so hard this year, but it's not over. We're going to try to get through. I'm going to try to win every year. I'm going to go my hardest. I'm going to train my hardest. I just really want to win. This is the best feeling in the world, and I just want it again.
Well, congratulations, guys. We look forward to seeing a lot more from this young and exciting squad, guys.
Thank you so much.
And it is a young squad. This team is returning a lot of players next year. They roll through the college championships this year. Look for them to continue this streak. They are a potential dynasty in college ultimate.
And to learn more about the sport of ultimate, visit usaultimate.org and become a member today. For Kyle Weisbrod, Lauren Gardner, and our entire crew, I'm Brent Stover. So long from Boulder, Colorado, the 2012 champions, Pitt.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Rome, coming to you from Southern California. My lead story tonight is the King gets his ring. Let's do this. Welcome to Rome. My newsmaker tonight is Titans running back Chris Johnson. I'll talk to him about returning to top form for the upcoming season. I am going in with Trevor Price and Bruce Feldman, and I'll hit you with a Friday list of Rome wants. But first, check out these bullets. It's not 5, not 6, not 7, but it is 1. And LeBron James had to have it, and he finally got it. So the guy who had been called the king since he was in high school can finally justify that handle.
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that